What is going on? Twitch, YouTube, Facebook. Ignore the wonky countdown. I have a surprise for some of y'all. If you have never been here, you won't understand. But if you have, it's me. I have a webcam now. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Basic. Today, we're going to be going right into it. We're going to be leveling up our potential new main in WoW. Get everything set up here. Music should be good. I'll turn it down if I need to. Couple of changes. You could see right there. That way. Yes. You can see right up there. There is now in the corner an indicator showing you what song is playing. All of the music in the background has been provided by Matt Shern, otherwise known as Shern Beats. If you are interested, you can check him out. I believe he has all his stuff on Spotify. And if you want to add it to your streams, you can hit him up on Instagram under Matt Shern. Without further ado, let's get into the gameplay. What are we going to be doing? We, right now, are going to be leveling our potential new main. I've been playing Paladin for several years. I'm very, very happy with the Paladin. However, I feel like it's time for just a little bit of a change of pace. I've been playing him a lot, and I would rather not get burnt out on this game that I play so very much. So, I think I'm going to take Shadowlands. Now that I've gotten into it, I kind of know the flow to try a class that I have wanted to play for a long time. I started playing in Mists of Pandaria, where this character, the Pandaren, came out, as well as the Monk class. But I never got it past the tutorial. There's now a new tutorial that I'll be starting called Exile's Reach, which is a little bit better for starting out. So we're going to get right into it. I might have to set up some add-ons, but go for it. The intro might not have much sound. If it doesn't, I'll narrate what's on the screen. But afterwards, I should be able to enable sound. How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody is doing fantastically this Thursday afternoon. I don't know about you, but I am excited to get into some games. It's certainly different to be on camera. Let's get it. I have been disconnected from the server. That's not the first time. I think it was just enough time that I was waiting in the login screen. This is good. This should let me enable sound, though, actually. Yeah, do it. Now it should be. Vibe. I play these beats in the background whenever I'm doing anything. They've become the soundtrack to my life recently. Is it going to disconnect me this time?
You are a soldier of the noble alliance, a coalition of kingdoms upholding the ideals of valor and justice across Azeroth.
Right.
An alliance expedition sent to explore an uncharted island has recently gone missing.
It's a little choppy.
As a bold new recruit, you have joined a rescue mission departing from Stormwind.
Ah, it's all my add-ons going off at once. Haha. Alright. Get rid of those. Let's install LVI. CVARs, chat, new profile. All of this is going to mean nothing because I'm just going to use the profile I use for every character. Auto scale, melee. I think I have bartender on as well, which is why, or the CT bar mod, which is why everything is borked. That's fine. I did tell you we'd have to set up add-ons. It's going to be a couple minutes before we get into the actual gameplay, but be patient. We will be spamming the Q key in no time. All right, and now Shadow and Light. UI, CVARs, and yeah. Add-ons. The layout is fine. Enable armory mode, enable AFK mode, enable the ability to move the frames, and finished. All of that setup was nothing. Now the actual. But if you haven't used LVUI before and you're not sure whether or not to use it, there's the installation process. Really, really easy and simple. I always recommend going with Shadow and Light, but you don't have to. And if you don't know how you want your layout, rather than having to find a profile and doing all of that, it does do the installation for you. Let's take care of the actual add-on list and remove everything we don't need. Actually, we do need Atlas. No, we don't actually have anything loaded. Get rid of that. AMR should stay there. Auctionator. Battle Pet Breed we don't need. I'm going to keep Classic FCT. I want to try using the Classic numbers just because there's an option to go with Mist of Pandaria numbers, and I think that would be nice. We don't need any of these except for the core and the library. That's it. Nope. Rolls down faster than I thought. Oh, wait. There we go. Cursor mod, that's a weak aura I don't have enabled, but I will at some point, so I'm going to leave that on. Gather Mate is good. Handy Notes is fine. Not totally necessary, but it's fine. Leatrix is fine. I think. I hope it doesn't disable LVUI's stuff. MDT. I'm going to have it enabled in case I decide to go with that. Actually, yeah, I'll leave it on. Quest plates is fine. Threat plates is the one I want to disable. Raider IO, it's fine. I'm gonna need roots to gather stuff later. Silver Dragon, I don't need to track bosses while I'm leveling. I'll leave Simcraft. Okay, so threat plates, I actually have it disabled. TomTom for waypoints. XCT I can disable. I don't want scrolling. Combat text, Paragon, TSM. Don't actually need TSM on because I don't have the app running, but that's fine. It'll still tell me basic information. Conduit helper. I'm not even sure that add-on's working. Add-on skins, LVUI. I believe everything else is as it should be. Yes, it is. Let's reload the UI and see if it works. See if it doesn't bombard us with pop-ups like a 1990s virus. That would be lovely. Always stay hydrated. DSM is missing important information. Only if I use the app helper, so leave me alone. Alright. Yes. Now, for LUI, this is totally going to change. Let's take care of that. Profiles. Ah. Lovely. There we go.
Step forward.
For where I want it.
The island.
Of course.
We'll find that missing expedition.
Prepare yourself, Zhao. We're nearing the island where the previous expedition was lost. Warm up on these combat dummies. We need everyone ready for whatever we find on that island. Warm up by fighting a combat dummy.
I need everyone in top form if we're to complete this mission. Show me what you can do.
Sounds good. Let's Tiger Palm on a combat dummy. Oh, love it. And there we go. Oh, I realized I am using WoW Pro. I should move it.
That's odd. We weren't expecting rain.
The arrow is going to be a problem later, but I'll move that when I get.
We have a mission to accomplish.
Good, looks like you've kept up your monk training during our voyage. I'm concerned about the sudden turn in weather. Spar with Private Cole while I speak with the ship's crew. Cole's report will determine where we'll place you on our initial expedition.
Keep your guard up. Lives to Private Cole will run
Alright,
you through the rest
while
of the
I'm
details.
here,
I need to discuss this story with the
let's
helmsman.
get our heirlooms all set up. stained Shadowcraft set. Which cloak? Better one. I don't remember because I'm level 2. It doesn't tell me what the secondary stats are. I'm fairly certain it's the Blood Moon cloak. Shadowcraft tunic, Shadowcraft pants, and I am going to be a Windwalker. So I believe the best thing to do is to take 2 one-handed swords over a staff just for extra speed. Do that. Will of the Martyr necklace, which I will also put on my hotbar. A nice emergency heal. Got this lovely trinket here. Heals me whenever I get a kill. This is a good trinket. I do war mode, but I don't need it. Whoa! You can just load it up again. That was strange. Alright, let's put all that stuff on. I have mailed some gold to my character as well from my main, so that I could get a nice head start. Can I? I cannot dual wield. I forgot. I'm not a Windwalker yet. Okay, so let's use the Eagle Talon Spear then. If I can't dual wield, I'll just take the better two-handed one. I can toss them. Yes, and yes. Looking snazzy, if I do say so myself. Look at this man. This man's a Chad. This man's a champion. Oof. The heirlooms look so bad. That's fine. They're from you. Alright, the other thing I wanted to do is go ahead and set up some things. Set up some hearthstones. So the Kyrian hearthstone here. Let's unlock the flight points. Not available during the tutorial. Yeah, I knew that. I totally knew that. And there's a hearth that I wanted to use. I can't find. Because I'm blind. Someone's probably yelling at me knowing that right there. Right there. There it is. Oh, it requires level 48 anyway. Never mind. I'll use the normal hearth when I learn how to cook. Alright.
I'm here to help however I can.
I hope this rain isn't a bad omen. This is supposed to be a simple rescue mission. You'll be sparring with me today. You have to make sure you can handle yourself once we make landfall. Let's see what you've got.
For the Alliance.
Show me what you got. I'm just gonna do the same punch over and over again. I'm level 2. Yeah.
Never run from your opponent. Stand your ground and fight until the end.
That's very bad advice if you're not a tank, by the way.
Remember to always face your enemy.
It's better to run than to die in certain cases if you have the mobility. So, don't always listen to Private Cole. But he is right that to attack, you do have to be facing your opponent. I can't hit him if I'm facing away.
For whatever we find on that island.
I wasn't even level 2. Blackout kick. Yay. Yeah, add-on errors, whatever. Not actually an error. I've got blackout kick now, which, does it generate chi? Or does it use chi? Oh, this is neither. Hold on. This is just free. I'm not a Windwalker yet. I don't have to worry about the chi system.
In no time.
I forgot to read it. He basically said
Private Cole,
I kick
reporting
butt.
for duty.
That's it for warming up. You and the other new recruits are a promising bunch, I'll tell you that much. Hold on, what's that sound? I think something big is headed our way.
Keep up the
Oh no!
Captain, we can't weather this storm for long.
Everyone below decks, now!
Aye, aye, Captain. Hold on, let me set up my mount real quick. You can't normally use a mount before level 10, but I have an heirloom that does let me use one. It is a little slow, but it is still a mount.
Alliance leaves no one
The ship may not make it to the island. Hold on to something sturdy and stick with your fellow recruits. We'll get through this. Loading screen. Hi! See, my wife left. Purple. Hello. Hello, wife. Cutscene. Pause Spotify real quick for this. We're going down. That's morbid. Music back. Hi, honey. How's your day going?
Recruit! Thank the light. Are you injured?
There we go. Changed. Although to be fair, if you are watching this, you probably know them. So I might just hide that because interface is. There we go. All right. There's the arrow. Move that back this way.
We have a mission to accomplish.
I'm glad you made it out in one piece. Judging by the nearby shipwrecks, I think it's safe to say the missing expedition ran aground here too. We can't move until we've got the remaining survivors back on their feet. Unfortunately, our remaining supplies have been stolen by Murlocs. Annoying little pests, I need you to recover enough first aid supplies for the wounded. Then we can begin searching for the missing expedition.
Murlocs are dangerous in large numbers. Take back our supplies, but avoid fighting too many of them at once.
It's fine. No, it's not. I don't have any AoE. I'll listen for now. You're tired, honey? Oh, hopefully you'll be soon. I am doing all right. Kind of chilling for the day. I hope the camera. Nice, honey. Thank you for helping me with it. Camera provided by my lovely wife, because I know she would mention it if I didn't say anything. So, if you enjoy how the stream looks, I have a lovely wife supporting me. Kill some Murlocs. Oh yeah! Blackout kick. Tiger palm. Tiger palm. Yay. Actually, you know what? Do I have my Windwalker mastery already? I don't believe I do. Roll! I'm now mobile. I don't believe I have my Windwalker mastery yet, so I don't need to... Okay, let's put my racial ability right there. Inner peace. Before anybody asks, no, this is not a Kung Fu Panda reference. Technically, Pandaria existed in this universe, World of Warcraft universe, before Kung Fu Panda did. Because they were in Warcraft 3, I think? Which I will, at some point, play on stream. Warcraft 1 doesn't really have a story. Warcraft 2 starts to have one. And then most of the lore and story that we have in World of Warcraft is from Warcraft 3.
We'll find that missing expedition.
Did you recover the first aid kits? Don't take the Murlocs lightly. Excellent work. Let's get the survivors back on their feet. We have to patch everyone up before we can begin the search for the missing expedition. You care about them. Don't pretend. Take this first aid kit and tend to the wounded. No one gets left behind.
Guard up.
Aye, aye, Captain. Do it. Alright. Use first aid kit on Keela.
Don't worry. We'll find the expedition.
Oh, I know we will. And on Austin.
Never seen a storm like that.
And Bjorn.
Nasty storm. It must have hit the first boat, too.
Voice acting has gotten so much better. Alright, Captain.
Alliance leaves
We're ready to move. Let's find that missing expedition. Let's go. I saw a fire near some wreckage up ahead. We should investigate it to see if there are more survivors. You're the greenest of the recruits, so you're coming with me. The others will search the island for clues. Search the nearby camp for expedition survivors.
Don't leave
Let's
the
move.
post unattended. You three, scour the island for any
Why
sign
is
of
her
the
name played
expedition.
off? Oh,
Recruit,
it's because she's a
keep an eye on the
follower.
scout
It's
ahead.
weird. I will at some point have to figure out. Hey, is that Nick? Is that my boy Nick? Look at that beautiful man. I'm flattered, sir. You are quite handsome yourself, my good man. How are you doing, buddy? How you doing, man? And yes, I'm gonna give my wife a call out. This is the Shure SM7B, and it's lovely. It's actually the mic I've been using for a while, but I got it set up now to sound a little bit better. You know your boy has that Guitar Center hookup.
Alaria!
The others, taken, need food. All right. You're doing really well. I am happy to hear that, man. I am doing fantastic.
Stay focused
Got the
and
webcam going, got a little bit of a better lighting setup, and it's only going to get better from here.
my son. But more than that, he's a soldier of the Alliance. We leave no one behind.
Raw meat collected from wildlife. Yeah, I've got to... It's teaching me that food is essential. And if you're new to WoW and you're playing this tutorial, listen, food is essential, especially at endgame when it gives you stats. Oh, we got good vibes here in the chat, as well as some 2 a.m. vibes from my boy. All right. Tiger Palm, Blackout Kick, rinse and repeat, and now I have a self-heal. Not too big, but for the melee DPS class to have a self-heal is pretty good. So why am I playing on my monk as opposed to my paladin? I needed a change of pace, if I'm not gonna lie. I'm horrible with indecision, and other than my love and relationships, a problem with commitment. When it comes to video games, I will start one and not finish, and then start another one and not finish. And the way that I avoid that is by changing it up just enough that I don't get bored. A new belt. So, I am an altaholic when it comes to MMOs. I play a bunch of different games. Or a bunch of different characters. Sorry. I also do play a bunch of different games, mostly off stream. Cook the meat on the campfire. One note about this tutorial. I wish it actually showed the profession interface and gave you like the cooking skill so it could teach you how to do it, because if you don't seek out a profession trainer afterwards, you'll never be able to cook food. Tough jerky. Stores 180 health over 18 seconds. If you don't have a self-heal, or if you have food that gives you stats so you can use it before a dungeon, food is very important, because otherwise you have to just wait around. Ilaria says that the Quillboar kidnapped the rest of the expedition, including my son. Chances are we'll have to brave the Quillboar's den. That's no small feat. They are far more aggressive and intelligent than the Murlocs you faced earlier. I need to make sure I'm not sending you to your death. We're going to have one last sparring session.
Don't leave your post unattended. Recruit, Quillboar are far deadlier than Murlocs. You need to be ready for the dangers ahead.
Alright, let's go for it.
Alright, let's see what you know.
I know how to use my abilities. But I have to wait to get enough energy to use Tiger Palm, and Blackout Kick is free. So I'm going to cast Blackout Kick on cooldown and Tiger Palm to spend some of that energy.
Good. You're ready to face
we go.
the Quillboar. Let's get our people back.
All right. Top of the quest? Yeah.
The Alliance leader.
Fine work, Zhao. Let's speak with Ilaria and hunt down those Quillboar.
Stay focused and sharp.
Greetings.
The Quillboar kidnapped the rest of the expedition and took them to the north. I heard mention of needing some sacrifices for some sort of ritual. Please, you must rescue them. Captain Garrick's son was part of our group. He swore his mother would save us. Scout northward and find Austin Huxworth.
Go with the light.
We'll head north.
That's the Worgen.
With the others. Ilaria, recover your stamina before pushing forward.
This island has some secrets. And if you explore the whole island, you should come out of this with a full set of armor.
I'm not about to start by failing my son.
I did it black out like that. I think there's a UI issue happening. Yo, you're moved in, Nick. Great. I will at some point, once this, we're in the part of the patch cycle, where we're just waiting for the next patch while we continue through endgame. So at some point, I will play Final Fantasy XIV on a casual level, just to put a character through the story that I've heard is so good. No fight, only throw. Yeah, this is a big boy, and you come here like, oh no, what's gonna happen? Unfortunately, there is no treasure around here. This is just a neat little secret. If you come exploring here, you can talk to this man's right here. What you want? You know, see, Drokkar, stand here in peace. You look good to throw. And I'm about to get yeeted back to my camp. Hey, just a neat little secret. Though, if you do explore, there are treasure chests, hidden bosses. There is one big hidden bear boss that you can fight. And it's nice that the tutorial itself even has side quests. You don't need to do them. You can hit level 10 without them. But having that extra loot does make you a little bit more powerful. Congrats on the move, Nick. It's good to know that you're actually settled in somewhere. And I can only imagine with better internet, you are getting down on Final Fantasy IV. Isn't 6.0 coming soon or something like that? I'm not. I tried to keep up with it, but I'm not too sure. Down with the Quillbore. You're doing a raid right now? Of course you are. From what I can gather, the Quillbore are performing a necromantic ritual on one of the expedition members. Their chief is Gearlord Grek-Og. He is the one who seeks to drain the life from our friend. Slay Grek-Og and save the captive member of the expedition. You may know where the others were taken. Quillbore are primitive and savage. They rarely practice any magic other than geomancy. But these particular Quillbore seem to be dabbling in necromancy. They must be stopped. Slay the Quillbore in the den. Cannot allow them to raise an army of the undead.
Keep your chin up.
Let's go.
So take down a boss and his minion. Got it.
I didn't see him, but I'm sure he's still alive.
I know. I raised him to overcome any challenge.
Let's rush on in there. Hiya and hiya. Look at that. I think Classic FCT is doing its job, but just in case. Do I have nameplate SCT? It's not enabled. I have Classic enabled. Let's do the Mist of Pandaria version. In fact, let me see the difference. It shouldn't be that different. Oh, it's just got the bigger pop-ups and stuff. Whereas this is a little bit more refined. Okay. Attach text to nameplates. Alright. Bet. I get the sense someone has been through here recently because there's so many. Take down the Ogre Overseer. This is why I love WoW Pro. I have played this tutorial several times on several characters. And though this tutorial is pretty straightforward, there are obviously some hidden things. I did find them my first time through, but the fact that it tells me there's an elite to kill and loot, it's not essential, but it tells me you might not see it because it's a little low. In fact, let me. There we go. Now you know what it's telling me. And I got a cloak. And I wouldn't have gotten that cloak if I didn't go out of my way. So, I like that. Even the tutorial rewards exploration, which is sorely lacking in the rest of WoW. 50Q for that. And now I have a tool to pull enemies without wading into a group.
Our tribe will survive.
Crackling Jade Lightning, Blackout Kick, Tiger Palm, rinse and repeat so you get what you need. Although, what's it actually used for? It doesn't do that much damage. Sometimes knocking back melee attackers. Okay, if I need to get somebody off of me. And there's the Geolord. Let's take him down.
Intruders! You will be our next sacrifice.
There we go.
Alliance would rescue us. Let's get out of here.
Okay, Liddy. Oh, the gnome voices, they get me every time. By the way, Nick, how's the fam? How's the move affected y'all? You guys in a better spot right now?
Henry's mother. You always said you'd come for us.
Well, he was right. Now, where's the rest of the expedition?
I I'm not sure, but I know how we can find out.
Sure, I'm pretty sure you're handling raid mechanics. Don't worry about it.
You've got my attention.
Good work. I hope those Quillbore learned that necromancy is not a path to power. Meh. I would normally agree, but the Shadowlands is currently happening, so tell the Death Knights that.
Aim true.
Necromancy.
Thanks for saving my life. They said this would be a run-of-the-mill, uneventful expedition. It definitely was not, and I couldn't be happier. My man's is down for an adventure, and I love it. You're looking the Scout-O-Matic 5000. You're looking for Henry Garrick, right? He's I missed it. Luckily, you have happened to rescue the one and only Lindy Springstock, inventor extraordinaire. I've got my Scout-O-Matic 5000 all set to go. It'll fly up in the air and let you scout the entire area. I'll give you the honors. Use my Scout-O-Matic 5000 to find Henry and the rest of the expedition.
You know how it goes.
Well
I
Go.
brought along a miniaturized Scout-O-Matic 5000.
My day is going great, honey.
Shrink it.
Better than I thought.
Just
I woke up a little earlier than normal, which is great. I usually, end up oversleeping and wasting too much of the day, but I woke up
give it a try.
like an hour or two earlier than my alarm. So I just, had my breakfast, and now I'm streaming one of my favorite games. So I'm doing well. Can't wait for you to go home so we can game together.
Seems the Scout-O-Matic 5000's camera is working as expected.
Oh, and I'm making chicken parm for dinner today, honey, so I hope you enjoy it.
Anyone need to be up?
It is currently marinating in the fridge.
As a backup, of course. What if the machine were to break? We wouldn't be able to see. I mean, I doubt anything of the sort will happen.
Get rid of the nameplates.
Don't jostle it around too much.
Yes!
I see something.
God, I love this game.
Take your soul and raise the dragon from the dead. The full force of the Alliance will rain down upon you. Ha! Our dragon will crush them. We have other rituals to oversee. Savor the final moments of your life.
I have to remember to turn off the Spotify music.
How are we going to deal with that?
We have to stop the sacrifice. But it would take an army.
You like the music?
Dead.
Yeah,
Or
I like it too.
Science. The
It's a vibe.
can enlarge one of the nearby boars so it can trample all of those monsters flat.
We don't have any other choice. My son's life is on the line.
Ooh, that intro guitar lick was sick. Oh, hold on. Nick,
We'll
babe,
show these ogres
let's nerd out over this music together.
science.
Oh, it's so nice. The Resizer V9.0.1 barely works on inanimate objects, but if we do nothing, Henry will die. Desperate times call for massively experimental science, Zhao. No, they don't. Take the Resizer 9.0.1. I'll follow you around and calibrate it. We're gonna whip up a giant boar. I feel like I'm gonna hurt something.
Coming up. Let's just calibrate the resizer.
My hunter character would be very upset right now.
Whoop.
Oh, that's a tiny boar. Oh no.
Turn this dial. Okay, try it now.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, that won't do it all.
No, it won't.
Here, try again.
Sorry, buddies.
Eureka! A giant!
Yeah.
Let's report back to the captain.
We'll find that missing expedition.
Never thought I'd be so relieved to be face to face with a giant scientifically enhanced boar. Let's go save my son. WoW is ridiculous, and if you didn't know that, here you go. We don't know how long the resizing will last, so let's get moving. I've learned both, so whichever one can sell for more. We're gonna ride this giant boar and mow down the army of the undead between us and Henry. Large ones are pulsing with dark magic. If we kill them, I bet they'll take out any enemies near them. Typo? Hopefully, Henry will know more about whatever the ogres are planning.
Guard up. We'll
Hopefully.
keep the army. The rest of you, push forward and set up camp once we've cleared a path.
Ooh, my frames for a second took a dip. Hold on. I think it's because I had so many nameplates going on. Charge! So many numbers! So much damage! Oh, this is lovely.
Something's happening to the boar. Hang on, recruit.
I love that. I love that very much. A paladin would approve.
We've dealt with the undead. Now let's finish off that necromancer and save my son.
Oh, I never looted the treasure chest. Hold on. Yeah, we'll save your son in a bit. I just gotta take care of something real quick. Drawback of me doing this tutorial a million times is that sometimes I forget exactly what we're doing. So. Also, yes, honey, that chicken farm is going to be lovely. I hope you enjoy it. I think I'll make it with the garlic bread. Those who didn't know, I love to cook very much. My three great loves besides my wife are video games, cooking, and music. Not in that order. I think music goes above video games, and then cooking is tied with video. Depends on my mood. Shadowkeeper has been schmieded. Congratulations, sir. In case you didn't know, or in case you just got to the stream, all music for the stream has been provided by Matt Stern. Copyright-free, DMCA-friendly music that you can use for your streams. Hit him up on Instagram as well as on Twitter, Matt Stern, Cherne. See his name right there. He also goes by Shern Beats, so his last name is word Beats. And if you are a streamer and you're looking for some DMCA free music to, use on your channel, avoid copyright strikes, then hit him up. He's usually pretty good about it. You can pay for a full certificate, lifetime use of his music, as long as you credit him somewhere. But I personally think his music is so great, so hit him up for sure. Let's take this boss down. No, don't you do it. Hit me. Let's hit him back. Whack. Whack. Whack.
Good riddance.
Yeah. Level 6.
Mother, I'm
Leg
sorry.
sweep. And now have an AoE stun.
The ogres, but they were too strong.
Lovely.
Henry, always remember that you are more than your mistakes.
Everyone in the neighborhood is so welcoming. Funny
Now,
story. Just got
Private
back from
Garrick,
moving Chris into
I want
his
a
new
full
apartment on
situation
Monday.
report.
He now lives in Kentucky. The man's has lived in like a handful of states in the last couple of years. God bless him. And yes, Eden tier 3 raids are long. I need to show you. Castle Nathria. But I haven't beaten it. And it's been a month. It's been a month. I've gotten through 6 of the bosses. It took me 3 hours. There's 4 more. And they're twice as hard.
To rescue my friends. Stay away. Yes, Mother. Captain Garrick. The ogres are using necromancy to raise a dragon from the dead. They need sacrifices like us to fuel their magic. They're about to start a ritual.
Oh, the lip syncing.
Begun. They're going to use the life force they gathered to reanimate the dragon.
Then we need to move quickly. Recruit Private Garrick. The Alliance never gives up hope, even in the face of disaster. We'll put a stop to these rituals before the ogres can complete them. Let's go.
All right. Have to keep an eye out on the cutscenes because they have their own music as well, and I don't want to clash together too much. Eden is the same type of raid as Alexander, but the fights are like 15 minutes.
We can't rest
Eee.
until we stop the ritual.
The individual fights are like 15 minutes? Okay, so the individual fights in WoW are like at most, it depends on how much DPS you have, but at most like 5 minutes. But there's 10 of them, and only the best of the best of the best do them in one pull. You can have excellent people and just something just happens to go wrong and you have to pull again. So if you have the raid quote unquote on farm, meaning you can just farm it every week, you don't need to worry about progressing through it. You know you can beat the bosses with what you've got. It takes about an hour to an hour and a half to complete a raid.
Stay Stay focused and sharp. Hey there.
And that's perfect run is like an hour. Let's get this tabard. Oh, now I know why. Now I remember why I disabled TSM. I don't like the trade interface. Let's. Oh, jeez. I use Trade Skill Master off stream to make money, but I really don't like its interface. This beat is funky. Funky and or chunky, and I love it.
Ogres and necromancy. A dangerous combination.
All stocked up, that's great.
Keep your
Private
guard.
Cole and Quartermaster Richter, and I pressed space by accident because I'm feeling dopey today. Let's change this so I see which of my spells are doing the most amount of damage. Oh, I need to move the loot. I totally forgot about that. Let's unlock it. Unlock the window. Let's unlock this window. Move it back. And lock it again. Nope, it's not locked. Lock it again. Now I can't move it, but it's off. If you came here under the assumption that I knew what I was doing, I feel as though I must inform you. I know exactly what video you are referencing. Love it.
I just want to get back to
Captain Garrick wants us to search west of camp for any other members of the expedition. I forgot they write out accents. Alaria and I will go on ahead, meet us to the west, and we'll see what we can find.
Watch yourself out there.
My Dungeons and Dragons brain is going off. So if I slip into an accent, I apologize in advance. I almost did it there. Good lord. Ever since I started watching Matt Mercer, I can't say I apologize without thinking, I apologize.
Hey, we found something.
Alright, so I've got my loot table here. You guys can't even see the chat. Why am I highlighting it? That's fine. I don't like showing WoW chat in case somebody types something I don't want you guys to see. A giant pit of spiders right on our doorstep. Aren't we the lucky ones?
Hope you make it back in one piece.
Ugh. Hope you're not arachnophobic, guys. The winds whisper of people being trapped in the pit. It seems there may be more members of the expedition within. I fear it will be up to you to make the descent and save the survivors. I need to trim my beard because this mustache is bothering. There should be 6 in total, though the winds say that one is farther away from the others. Is she a shaman? The winds. She must be a shaman. There we go. With our luck, the last survivor is at the bottom of the pit. Good luck, Zhao, and make sure no spiders follow you back out. By the way, yes, my character is named Zhao. Normally, people will just name them like their username plus something else or whatever it might be. I am a roleplay nerd, so I always name them after a name that they could possibly have in canon. The Pandaren are based off of Chinese culture, and Zhao means claw. And considering Windwalker monks, there's 3 orders of monks: the Order of the Ox, which are the tanks, the brewmasters; the Order of the Crane, which are healers and mistweavers; and the Order of the Tiger, which is the Windwalkers, the DPSers. And I'm going to mainly be playing Windwalker, so I looked up a bunch of names like Claw or Fang, and I found that the Chinese for Claw was Zhao. And somehow it wasn't taken, so I nabbed that. My brother's roommate has like every D&D book. She gave me a lot of her duplicate Fire Emblem Cipher cards. Yes. We stand D&D nerds here at Bassic. Thought I had the nameplates off. Now that I'm getting a little bit more used to streaming, I would love one day to set up, create, and stream a D&D campaign. That would be lovely. It would be a little rowdy, and we would have to be careful, 'cause guidelines. These poor souls have been trapped inside cocoons made of web, and if any of them are arachnophobic, they are definitely not having a fun time right now. From what I've seen, there's nothing extra in here. Sometimes a spider can spawn. By the way, there were supposed to be spider enemies here, and I think somebody might have come up and done it. You know of a streamer named Arcadum? I do not. I will check them out, though, if you recommend them. There you go. Looks like he's fighting somebody else, so I can tank him. Yeah, it looks like there's other players here. Oh, it's cool. It's like a dungeon boss. Back away.
You saved my life.
We got a rogue and a warlock. Both of them worgans. I'm gonna make a worgen druid or a rogue at some point.
Elune, please shield us from harm.
That cape is clipping, and I love it. But I can't get on my transmog mount. He streams like 5 different group campaigns for different groups, and all of them are in a world he created. And each campaign can affect the others. Oh, I've run that kind of campaign, though it was only 2 groups. I think it was back in like 3rd edition, 3.5. I also ran one where it was 2 not competing adventuring parties, but they belonged to 2 separate factions, and they were going to tackle the main quest in different ways. And then at the end, it was like 2 groups of 4. And at the end, I invited them all to a massive 8-player BBEG boss fight, and it was fantastic. But I've got to check that out. That's awesome. I don't know if I would keep up with 5 though.
Fighters were victims too. They just lost their home.
Yeah, well, I guess you could see it that way.
All right.
You should
Together,
have known better
we'll see
than
our
to-
Ralia Dreamchaser is a druid of the Cenarian Circle, an order dedicated to protecting the wilds of Azeroth. Thank you for rescuing her. Her aid is sure to be of use against the ogres.
Don't leave your post
The light
unattended.
shines on all creatures. That does not mean I have to like them.
Facts. Let's build our alliance with the Pandaren, just because I want to see that bar there.
Good day to you.
I do eventually want to get the Tushui Pandaren tabard. What can we sell? It would have automatically sold by now. Let's sell all the basic stuff. This cloak is not necessary. Weapons not necessary. The bracers are, in fact, a necessary addition. I lost her. Where is she? There she is. Addy Bag's add-on is the best bag add-on. I don't personally watch. I just know that he does it. I want to try watching now that I've heard of it, but my God, it's sometimes hard keeping up with one campaign. Had a client randomly show. You had a client randomly show up at your office where you work with clients.
Be careful out there.
Nah, that's usually appointment based, so good on you for handling it. Thanks for saving me, Zhao. I'll do my best to be of help to you. We need to find the remaining survivors of my expedition before the ogres sacrifice them for their dark ritual. I saw one of the survivors being dragged away by some harpies. They have a roost to the north. Hila and I will meet you up there with a scouting report.
For ogres. Keela and I will scout ahead. We'll meet you to the north, just outside the heart of camp.
How long was Sigurd at the foot of the tower after he snapped the staff over his knee? Several days, right? It was 3 days? Appointments only lately. This was supposed to be a phone call. Don't you love to see it, babe? Don't you love to see it?
That's Mary.
Nick, I think Sigurd was trapped there. From his perspective, it was 3 days, and he was like immobile. No, it wasn't months, because he would have died from exhaustion. Remember, he had like level 3 exhaustion. It was only 3 days, but that's a long time. He had to sit there. And this is gonna sound dark, but our campaign was going to some dark places. He was being tortured in his mind alone. In his mind, he was being like flayed. Magic was happening to him. It was really bad. But in real life, he was just at the foot of the tower. And if 6 days had passed and he died from exhaustion, his soul would have been rended into the tower itself. And he would have become an Oathbreaker Paladin. Yeah, that explains what happened in his diary. Yeah. Yep. So, in his, Messy and Depressy became him, correct?
People captive.
That's Merity, our mage. We have to rescue her. I'll try my best to help.
Seems the harpies are up to no good. We'll need your help with
Be
this.
careful out there.
Okay. Rescue Merity Huntswell from the Harpy's necromantic ritual, and set fire to 5 Harpy totem,
For ogres.
and
Speak with me.
defeat 10 Harpies and their allies.
Is your best weapon.
So yeah, he was trapped for 3 days, mostly in his mind, like a Naruto-style Itachi Genjutsu, where only a minute had passed in real life. But yeah, and if you guys didn't know, I'm also a weeb. Heh. Where 3 days was passing in his mind, but only 10 minutes passed in real life. Or no, a minute. A single minute had passed in real life, both in the real material plane and in Cold Harbor. He was actually only there for a minute, but time works differently. In Oblivion, we were doing an Elder Scrolls campaign, and so if he had been there for 6 days and died from exhaustion after getting 6 levels of exhaustion, he would have become an Oathbreaker Paladin and part of the final boss. So, Sigurd, you would have had to roll a new character. And your character would have been, your power would have merged with Donald's to become the ultimate Blackguard. It was going to be very fun. But you were saved, fortunately, by your companions. It led to some interesting interpersonal drama, and I'm so happy that it did. It's so boring when everybody just gets along in a party. Between Alora absolutely almost destroying Doperin with a lightning bolt, Kaelin just being Kaelin, and you with your rash decisions, it was lovely. No. What do you mean no? That absolutely happened. We don't talk about that. You almost fried. You almost had fried Khajiit for dinner. Okay, we learn. We learn. I'm not seeing the elite not spawning, and I want him to spawn. I could turn in the quest now, but I won't reach a level. I just want the elite to spawn because there's a chance for loot.
I can always go second.
Keep fighting. I'll heal you.
You know what? I'll go to kill the boss, and then by that point, the elite should spawn. Although it's gonna mess up the guide. Yeah, it's fine. Do it out of order. It'll catch up to me. I'm trying to figure out what my bis is for Red Mage without doing Savage Raise. It's gonna take me so long to get gear. It's part of the reason why I'm playing my monk and not my paladin. I don't do endgame very well.
Something huge is headed this way.
Not on a class that I'm kind of tired of.
The Alliance.
But I
Rescue my friends.
how can I put it? You always want one Windwalk, one monk, and one paladin in your party. The paladin for their aura, which makes you take 3% less damage, and the monk, anything they attack takes 5% more physical damage from all party members. Same thing with Demon Hunter, but for magical damage. So you want one of each of those. I love all 3 of them. So I know I'm going to have a use in a raid, but for the Demon Hunter and for the Paladin, their damage is not high enough to justify putting them in the raid. So if you want their effect, you bring them in as a tank. Also, kiting in Shadowlands is the best way to tank right now. There's just a lot of effects that get put on the ground. Elite and spawn. I'm going to skip it. There's a lot of kiting that needs to happen, and Demon Hunters are incredibly mobile. Paladins are very much not. They have one movement cooldown with a 45-second cooldown. One movement ability with a 45-second cooldown and one charge of it. So it doesn't... You have to wait 45 seconds between using it. Mechanics definitely happen faster than 45 seconds. So you either need to talent into being able to stun people more often or having 2 charges of that movement ability. And it only lasts like 2 seconds. Paladins are very immobile. Whereas Demon Hunters, which are also a great tank, can kite, can glide, can dash. So you almost never want to bring a Prot Paladin in unless you're raiding and you need 2 tanks. You bring a Prot Paladin and you bring a Vengeance Demon Hunter. All that to say, these 3 classes that I love very, very much that I want to play, only one of them is a DPS slot. And I've been tanking for years, and I wanted to try DPSing as a Paladin. It's good for Mythic. but it's not good for raids, and I was trying to do raiding. So, both on a practical level and in order to not get burnt out, I had to switch up to a monk.
Have patience.
It's also a hybrid, can tank, heal, and DPS, so I can flex if I need to, just like the paladin or the druid. I think those are the three that can do all three roles. Yeah, the druid can do healing, DPS, and tanking. So can the paladin. So can the monk. Lo and behold, those three are my favorite because I like being able to adjust to whatever my party needs. But I've been tanking for a long time and healing before that, and I just want to do damage. So I'm going to play the monk because the monk's damage is stupid right now. The monk's damage, without his ability that he gives to the raid, is enough to justify bringing him to a raid or to a mythic. Add to that the 5% physical damage debuff. Chef's kiss. So, monks have been trashed on for years, and now they're finally good, and I think it's my time to shine. Also, in real life, if I were to be a class, I'd either be a paladin or a monk, because I know martial arts and I love Jesus. So I'll be a monk who joins the Kyrian, and it will be the perfect aesthetic. Also, I'm chubby, so is the panda. Works out great. Yes, I fight with my fists and I love Jesus, so I'm a monk or a paladin. Or both.
Close your eyes. Find your...
Yeah, I had half a mind to name the monk just after my real name, but I don't want to get too attached to any one character. I have named one of my characters after my Twitch name, Basic, and that is my Void Elf Mage, because my monk is going to be my main on stream, but I am going to put more effort into the mage.
Your spirit has reached out to me for guidance.
Oh, look at this.
I will teach you how to perform the touch of death. It may prove the key to saving your friends.
I love this ability. I love this ability so much.
How do you
I have the power of God and anime on my side. Yeah, that's me. That's me. Just with a lot more body weight. Like a lot more. You exploit the enemy target's weakest point, instantly killing them, only usable on creatures that have less health on than you.
remain calm in the face of danger?
At high levels, that's 40,000 damage.
Speak with me.
You can bring somebody to like less than half health and just touch of death them and just win.
Perseverance is your best weapon.
So during the execute phase, when they don't have a lot of health, when the enemies don't have a lot of health, this is the class. This is the class. Where do I put my executes? Shift F. 50. Not sure. What? Do I click on this link? Hold on. Let's see. See this clip. Nick, is this clip going to show anything I can't show on stream? Be honest with me. Be real honest with me. Oh, you clipped me. Thanks. Appreciate it. Shows your stream, brother. Moldy blue parrot. What? Hold on. What is this clip? I need to... Hold on. I know martial arts and I love Jesus. If you want to see that clip, go ahead and click on the link. I don't have the capture set up to do it quickly, but good lord. Thank you for that clip. That was lovely. I've been getting abilities and not putting them on my bar like an absolute dingus. That's very funny. That is very, very funny. Dying. Alright. Where am I? Hila, there you are. I'm gonna use Touch of Death on you? Okay, sure.
Won't stop fighting until you show me your new skill.
I did, and you died. Touch of Death is so good. It's so nice. I sent it to you on Twitter. Thanks. Oh, that clip is lovely. Saving that.
We can't rest until we stop the ritual.
Glad to hear you and Kila sharpened your skills. We're gonna need all our strength to push back the ogres.
Lives depend on us. Ogres and necromancy.
We've rescued everyone except for the expedition's captain. Lindy's Scoutomatic spotted her just outside Dark Maul Citadel. Meredy has come up with an interesting plan to rescue the captain. Maybe our only chance. Come, we'll convene in the shadow of Dark Maul Citadel. There we will begin our rescue mission. I promise I can read.
Recruit, you're with us. The rest of you, stay here while we head to the Citadel.
All right. Here's the hidden boss I was talking about. And it's going to be great when I can do 392 damage in one hit. Why is Details leaving? I need to figure that out. Details is supposed to stay there so I can look back on how I got the kill and everything like that. Okay. This boss has 697 health, which means at half health, I'll be... Oh, it's on cooldown. Oh, I should have waited. That's fine. At least now I have an ability where if I don't have any energy, I can spam spinning crane kick until I get Tire Palm back. And I have blackout kick. And we're good. Gave me no loot, but importantly, or more importantly, here is the loot this boss gives you is in a treasure chest. God, some of these beats are extraordinarily funky. Yeah, we're just vibing today. Love it. Okay. Next, we're going to meet Captain Garrick outside of Dark Maul. Yeah, just like what Nick did, if you guys feel like there's any moments here that you'd love to see immortalized on my page, feel free to create a clip.
Together, we'll see our way through this.
Alright, Zhao, I hope you're a good actor, because you're about to play to a very tough crowd. We need to get inside Dark Maul Citadel, rescue the captain of the expedition, and stop the ogre necromancer behind all of this. Meredy is going to cast an illusion to make you look like an ogre. And you're going to take us all in as prisoners. This plan is inventive, but it's the best way to get us behind enemy lines. Speak with Meredy when you're ready for her to cast the spell. She assures me the effects will be temporary. I hope they are.
Lives depend on us.
Alright, Meredy, do your thing.
It needed some magic.
I'm ready to transform into an ogre, and I'll sneak into their citadel.
Oh, those ogres. If you feel a strange tingle, that means the illusion is working.
Does it now?
All right, recruit. Just act like an ogre and get us inside the Citadel.
Don't use big words. In fact, don't say anything at all. Just smile and wave.
Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave. I've been drinking just water since the beginning of this year, and I feel fantastic. Not drinking so much sugar and caffeine has been lovely. Do I miss the taste of coffee? Yes. But I feel like after, this month is over, I'll maybe switch to decaf. I have coffee syrup to make coffee milk. And maybe not have so much sugar. Because I feel fantastic, like physically speaking. It's great.
What do we have here? All the sacrifices we thought we lost.
Let's smile and wave. Type /wave.
Them to the back.
Optional, not optional. Type /dance while in the cooking area. Let's do it.
Did their leader.
Oh yeah. Get down. Get down with your bad self, Zhao. Look at this man's a happy ogre.
I think you're taking the ogre act a little too far.
What do you mean? I think I was really selling it. I think I was really selling being an ogre. You know, you got the sacrifices. Dance. That spear is so nice. I think this is the only heirloom weapon that looks modern. Like, it's one that you could keep all the way through and it looks like you just got it.
No, no, no. How can we break these seals?
There is always a way, Henry.
By the way, not showing. It's not showing. Oh, I don't have enough abilities or the resources for it to show. That's why. I see. I understand. Okay, that's fine.
Ogres and necromancy. A dangerous combination.
Oh, I couldn't see your stream thumbnail because I'm on multi-stream. On Streamlabs. Because I'm streaming to YouTube and Facebook. Captain Kira won't last much longer. We need to acquire the ward stones to break the ritual before it kills her. We'll hold the line here. Take out the ogre's lieutenants and get those ward stones.
Gorgroth mentioned ward stones. Find them so we can free the captain.
What's on your mind?
Sounds like the ogres plan on attacking our friends back at the camp. I saw them working on some catapults. Didn't know those oafs knew how to use them. Lucky for you, I packed something special. Courtesy of that little fella Lindy. Take these bombs. They'll make quick work of those catapults.
Time to get to work.
I'll try my best to help.
This is bad, Zhao. Captain Kira is bound by magic. The ogres are preparing to attack our friends, and the ritual is almost complete. I have to stay calm. We can't give up now, right? This may sound risky, but we need to take the fight to the ogre. We're behind enemy lines, so we'll be able to get the jump on them and draw their focus away from the camp. Take down any ogres that you can. That should keep them away from our friends.
Watch out for ogres.
Okay. Okay, so the arrow needs to be up here for when there's a lot of things happening. Does that conflict with party frames? It does, but only in a raid, and the guide should not be active if I'm in a raid, so I'm good. I'm golden. Hello, Wug. It is your time to perish. No hard feelings. Also, I can just instantly kill you with such a... My god. Am I a fan of FF8? I'm a fan of how it looks. I have not played it. I played Final Fantasy VII, not the remake. 13, 15. I've played 3 and 6. I've not played 8. I've not played 8. Nope. Although I believe there is an HD remake of 8, so I could get into it at some point. Though I will say, after playing so many MMOs and investing a lot of time, JRPGs are, I love them very much. They're such a time sink. The new raid tier has a lot of 8 references and music. Nice. The one thing I do know about FF8 is people go absolutely nuts over the music. Which, I mean, you know, Final Fantasy in general, great music. But apparently something about Final Fantasy VIII that people really love it. I haven't heard too much of it. Every beat so far has been a bop, and I couldn't be happier.
We keep sacrifice. You know, stop it.
Nah, I think I'll stop it. And then spinning crane kick doesn't do a lot of damage, but you know, it's better than auto attacking. I'll show you some of the new versions of the music after stream. Bet. Let's go. I keep forgetting because I played WoW Classic that auto attacks, if you're in melee, auto attacks happen during your abilities too. So, and I think they can happen while you're channeling something. I'm not even sure about that. So you should, if you can press an ability, it's better to press the ability than to wait until your auto attack is done. Yeah. I may not be killing enough ogres. I think that because people are here, they're getting the kills. They don't take too long to spawn though. Catapults destroyed. You love keep pressing N to bring up my talents like I have the talents right now. I do not. That's level 15. And also, I don't have a specialization yet. That's level 10. There we go. You did get smashed. Ba-dum-dum-dum. You know what? Let's pull both of them. Come here. Although I did just kill him in one shot. There we go. Need 2 more ogres. They're not going to spawn near here because I just beat off a couple of them. Oh, good. 1 here. Go. Yeah. Oh man, I miss playing the monk. I can feel it. I don't even have the high level abilities and I already feel like I'm kicking butt. Alright. Okay, the ones over here have respawned, so I can just take out this one. I have mail from my main that has a bunch of gold that I can't use. Yes, you did, sir. Let's disable these runes. I think, because I do want to keep the stream a little on the shorter side, I think once we finish Exile's Reach, we'll get to Stormwind, do the tutorial for Stormwind, and then choose Mists of Pandaria. Maybe start it. Maybe. Not even sure about that. And then I think I'll call it. Have this be the, 1 through 10-ish stream. I want to segment it into semi-even parts.
Thank you for saving me, but we still need to stop Golgroth.
Yes, we do.
Good fortune.
So these were the stones used to bind me. The ogres clearly were concerned about you thwarting their plans. Thank you for saving me, but we have no time to lose. The ogres will not stop until they have raised the dragon. Gorgroth plans to raise a powerful dragon, Ravnir, from the dead. Conducts the dark ritual atop this citadel. You have stymied his efforts by saving me and my crew. You must storm the citadel and stop him from completing the ritual. His dark magic is an affront to the light. We will need all the help we can get. Gorgroth's most elite lieutenants await within the citadel.
Still work to be done.
I love that they teach you how to use the dungeon finder. It's awesome. I need to put shoulders back on. I need to wear the pants. Or that belt. Or that shirt. Okay, so that's all good. Sort. I've got everything I can sell right here. Lovely jubblies. Alright. Use the dungeon. I am damage. Rockmaw Citadel. Let's go. Hopefully the queue doesn't take too long. That music was loud. At least in my ears. Yeah, now that I have a webcam, I have so many ideas. And I'm so much more motivated to actually stream. I know it's been like in every other week I happen to stream. But now I think I'm going to at least try to do it on a weekly basis. All things, depending. Touch of death. I'm over pulling, but this dungeon is relatively easy. Oh, I forgot I have Expel Harm too. Yeah, okay.
We've almost cleared the room. Keep pushing.
This place is full of necrotic energy. They must be close to reanimating the dragon.
There we go. I like to remove friendly nameplates if I'm not a healer. We love DPS queues. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's the one thing I don't miss about being a DPS is the queue time. But my solution, make your own group. No joke. Once I knew enough about the game, because as a tank, I have to know the dungeon very well. So I would just, tank the dungeons. I did it backwards. Normally you DPS through the dungeons, learn them, and then feel comfortable enough tanking through them. I'm a reckless boy. I just DPS'd them. Or I tanked them off the bat to learn them on like easier difficulties. And then once I knew the dungeons enough, switched to DPS and just made my own groups and waited for a tank and a healer.
That's one of Gorgroth's top lieutenants.
Rune Tusk necklace. Not as good as what I've got, but
I'll keep his attacks focused on me. Henry, you heal us up.
what was that?
Understood, Captain.
There we go. I'm not doing as much damage as the mage. I'm now doing more damage than the mage. Life is good again. It's almost like DPS doesn't matter when you're level 9. I got a bag. Yay.
No time to
It's gonna be great when I replace all of the bags with 30 slot bags from the auction house, because I can't stand not having inventory space. Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and everything in between. Let me do some AoE damage to you. Hiya. And there you go. Oh, we had a warrior here. You probably used Blade Storm. Oh, love seeing all those numbers. I used to hate seeing the damage numbers, and then I started doing actual good damage, and now I'm obsessed.
There's Gorgroth, and the dragon he's trying to reanimate.
Puny vermin, you will not stop the ritual. Not after all we have done. Ravnir will destroy you all.
Now, everyone.
And there we go. Blackout kick again. Then spinning crane kick because we don't have them energy. Spell harm. And then he's going to summon the dragon, so let's wait. Once he is at 420, once he is at 420 health, I can instantly take him down with Touch of Death.
I think we stopped it.
Oh, I have Provoke. I can have him taunt me. Or I can taunt him. Whatever. So once he's at around 25% health, we can take him down pretty quickly. Will they, Ravnir? I don't believe they will. Waiting for him to get to low enough health, or her. And down. That's so much damage. I didn't get any loot. Boo. Boo. It's fine.
Recruit, speak to me when you're ready to leave the city.
It also teaches you how to accept the fact that you're not always going to get loot.
Look, Alliance reinforcements.
There you are. We've been trying to get through the storm to reach you.
Yay. Oh, wait. I need to actually.
We can't rest until we stop the ritual.
Level 10. Ride an Alliance Griffin to Stormwind City. And that's where I get my
Excellent work, recruit.
breastplate.
Hop on a
I am now level 10. It's time to set up my mounts, even though I can't use them yet. I think the Grand Expedition Yak was the one I was... Flickering going on. Green was flickering. And then for the flying one, I have a lovely dragon. Thundering Ruby Cloud Serpent. Boy. Ooh, yes. Ooh. And then Control E, I'll save for the Goblin Gliders. Control Q, I will use. I really like that one, but I feel like I should. There's something lovely about this Winged Guardian. Because I'm in the School of the Tiger. But feel like I should write something else. Got the dragon turtles. They're specifically the ones for the Pandaren. I just love the idea of riding a turtle, so I'll do that. Let's pick my spec. We're gonna go with Windwalker because Brewmaster doesn't get the thing that makes him cool until level 21. I now have Rising Sun. What is causing my screen to flicker? I'm gonna have to take a look at that later. There. That. And now, your abilities deal 10% more damage when they are not a repeat of the previous ability. Let's load. No, not how I wanted it. Don't remember if I set it to. There it is. Are you ready to continue your adventure in the world of Azeroth? Let's do it.
The rest of those ogres are running for the hills! They never stood a chance.
In time, the island will heal from their dark rituals.
Look on the horizon. One of our airships approaches.
A true testament to the strength of the Alliance.
Oh, I love the airships. So nice.
Come on, recruits. Let's go home.
Look at them running. Bye-bye, ogres. Love to see it. We did it, chat. We beat Exile's Reach. Whoa. There it is. Let's see what's coming. Unloading. You got them. I believe. I believe. I know it is loading a cutscene, but it does normally take a little. There we go. Hello. It was loading a loading screen, chat.
Stormwind City. Capital, though they hail from many different lands, the races of the Alliance convene in Stormwind on matters of trade and diplomacy. Their age-old enemy, the Savage Horde, poses an ever-present threat. But no matter the challenge, the soldiers of Stormwind stand ready to face it.
Damn right.
Like many Pandaren, you have known a life of harmony on the traveling Isle of Shenzin Su, but your intrepid spirit yearns for adventure. Azeroth faces countless threats. Bold heroes are needed to rise up and defend her. For the Alliance!
For the Alliance. Every time. Gets me every time. Let's put the music back on. Yeah. Mind you, I'm not someone who cares what faction you represent, to be fair. Most of my characters are just on the Alliance because I like their stories and races a bit better. It's good to be back in Stormwind. I must report our mission success to the king, but I have an idea for what you can do in the meantime.
We'll meet again.
Welcome to Stormwind. I know Stormwind enough already, but I'm going to go through the tutorial for the stream, and just for this, I think it's good to see. Now that we are back in Stormwind, I need you to talk to King Rain. In the meantime, I've asked Lindy to accompany you around the city. There's a lot to see and do in Stormwind, so feel free to explore at your leisure. I'll send for you once I've delivered my report to the king. Sounds good.
Best of luck to you. Feel free to explore the city with Lindy while I report to King Rin. I'll send word once we have our next mission.
I like that the only mount you can use before level 10 is somebody else driving you. Hello, Lindy.
Nothing compares to the
Hey, Zhao, it's good to see you.
science.
Captain Garrick asked me to show you around the city. I'm so excited. Stormwind has a lot to offer adventurers like us, but it's far too big to explore on foot. The captain has arranged for you to receive a mount to help you get around. He said to speak with Curly at the stables in Old Town, but I can't seem to remember the way there. Have no worries, Zhao. All we need to do is ask a guard for directions. If you ever need help finding something, the city guards will show you. Go. Let's ask a nearby guard for directions to the stable master in Old. Oh, guard. Tell me where the stable master is in Old Town.
Did you get directions?
I did.
It's good to be back in Stormwind.
Let's head to the stable.
Old Town, here we come. It's a bit of a run, so follow me and
It assumes I don't have a mount, so I'm going to take him. Of course, there's always people logged on in the auction house. Oh, I should get my mail at some point. Is that a rogue just randomly stealthing? About to kill somebody? Hold on a minute. I love walking Stormwind. I don't know why it's still so fun. Graphically, it looks like a Mega Bloks playset, but it just feels so nice to run around it. I think maybe that's why I chose the Alliance over Horde. I don't like walking around Orgrimmar anywhere near as much as I like being near Stormwind. You're the newcomer that I've been hearing so much about. My name's Curly. It's a pleasure to meet you, Zhao. Captain said you'd be coming here to pick up your mount. I hope you didn't have any problems finding the place. But before you ride off into the sunset, you'll need to learn to, well, how to ride. Luckily, we have a riding trainer right here. Speak with Darlene Stocks when you're ready to learn how to ride.
Hello.
Go.
See you around.
Good day to you.
Now that you've learned the basics, feel free to return anytime you want to advance your riding skills or purchase additional ones.
See you later.
And I think, do I know? I don't know the red dragon turtle yet. Lovely, thanks.
Nothing compares to the
I think if you know one, it gives you the other. I love the cape. I don't, but I'll change. What's your specialty? I already picked, but speak with Zhuisheng Halfclaw to learn about combat specialism. Since you're a monk, you already know about the different classes, but did you know there are also areas of specializations within each class? Using it is an important decision. It determines your combat role in the party, as well as the kinds of weapons and abilities that you use. Let's go speak with Zhuisheng Halfclaw to learn more. Spec.
Let's visit a trainer to learn about specializing your skill set.
Sure. I will humor you and talk to a class.
You have the eyes of one who has traveled much.
And darn voices. Tell me about my specialization options.
Excellent choice.
There are 3 specializations available to monks: Brewmaster, Windwalker, and Mistweaver. Brewmaster monks are sturdy brawlers who use unpredictable movements and mystical brews to avoid damage and protect allies. Drunken men. Windwalker monks are skilled martial artists, pummel foes with hand and fist, basic monk damage dealing. And Mistweaver monks are healers who have mastered the mysterious art of manipulating life energy, combat their foes, and heal their
Family,
allies.
friends, food.
I've chosen
Are what matter
Windwalker.
most.
It's good to be back in Stormwind.
Home is where the hearth is. I don't know about you, but all this running around has got me thirsty. Why don't we head over to the Pig and Whistle Tavern and rest our legs over some cool pints of moonberry? That sounds lovely. Hungry. It's time. While we're there, speak with Megan the innkeeper to make the Pig and Whistle Tavern your new home. Not only I accidentally skipped it. You can use a Hearthstone to travel back to your home. Not only is it faster than the Griffin, but you'll save a few copper in the process.
Pig and Whistle. The first round's on me.
Thanks. Appreciate it. I believe, yeah, Quartermaster shows up here and I can buy any weapons that I had not already found. But again, I've been through the tutorial a lot. You can see where it says that learned in the tooltip. That is an add-on that tells me whether I've learned the appearance or transmogrification, which is where I can change my appearance no matter what I'm wearing. Speaking of transmog, let's mailbox desperately so I can get my money, and then I can go to the auction hall.
And destroyed most of the city a number of years ago. But as you can see, it's been rebuilt, good as new.
Yes, it has. That was 2 years ago. Hello, Megan. Make this in your home.
Safe travels.
Yes. Now my Hearthstone will always come here, which is great because I think this is also the closest one to Chromie for Chromie time, where I can choose where I level.
You need something?
Home is where the hearth is. As long as the Pig and Whistle Tavern is your home, we'll keep the fire going for you while you're away.
Have a good one.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Sorry for interrupting, Zhao. I have orders from Captain Garrick.
We have to rescue my friend.
Been looking for you all over Stormwind. Captain has delivered her report to the king. It appears that Stormwind requires your service yet again. Leaders of the Alliance have gathered together for a meeting at Stormwind Keep, and your presence has been requested by King Rin himself. I was instructed to find you. Deliver the message without delay. It's been an honor serving with you, Zhao. May the light bless you on your journey. And also with you. I know it doesn't quite work, but I always think about that. Oh, let's speak with Lindy and thank him for giving us this tour.
Nothing compares.
I must go. King Rin is waiting for me at Stormwind Keep.
It's been an honor adventuring with you, friend.
Nick, I get that from Braylon every time we hear someone in Star Wars say, "May the Force be with you." She, on command, with no hesitation, goes, "And also with you." And now I can't stop. Yeah, of course she does. You know her. It's correct. Apparently it is. Didn't we look this up, honey? Isn't it like the canon answer when someone tells you that? Isn't like canonically yeah, they confirmed that the response to somebody telling you "May the Force be with you" is "and also with you." And I think it put a massive smile on both of our faces when we realized the dumb meme we were doing was actually the right way to say it. I don't know why I remembered this. Uh-oh, I'm in for some information. I'm in for some news.
Your mission was a success, Captain. This must be the new recruit.
Look at all the leaders.
Good to see you, recruit.
Excellent, you're here. King Rin and the others have been waiting for your arrival. There's an Asian market 5 minutes of my house. I'm jealous. I'm so jelly. I'm so upset. I'm happy for you, but I'm so jealous. I want to live near an Asian market so that I can make homemade ramen whenever I want.
We'll meet again.
Receive Alliance dog tags. Huge upgrade, but I use an heirloom that's gonna live with me. Bro, come down. We can all throw down in the kitchen. You live so far from me. It would take a flight. If I fly over there to make ramen, it better be the best ramen.
Best of luck to you.
War against the
At some point,
on my mind.
once
What news
gestures vaguely to everything, once this stuff is done,
Ward has joined forces with the Zandalari Empire. Their naval might has now vastly increased.
Then we must make new allies of our own. Jaina, what of Kultiras? Their fleet is second to none on the open seas. Can you
Yeah, flying right now
convince them
kinda
to
sucks.
join the alliance and add their strength to ours?
I must at least try. Without their support, our ships will be no match for the combined Horde and Zandalari navies. I will return with the Kultiran fleet, or not at all.
Be careful, Jaina. Light be with you.
Anduin, need I remind you that Jaina is the reason Kultiras left the Alliance? They will never welcome her back.
That is why she will not be going alone. Greetings, friend.
The Horde have forced our hand yet again. This cannot stand.
You are always welcome in Stormwind.
Now, I don't want to do PFA. I want to do Miss of Pandaria.
Stormwind will endure.
Kultiras is the greatest naval power on Azeroth and a former member of the Alliance. We've had little contact with them since Jaina's father. I'm skipping this because I don't want to do BFA.
I am certain
We've
that
been
Jaina
through a
can
lot
depend on
together.
you.
This is where we part ways, Captain. Thank you for everything.
I know you have a bright future ahead of you. Stay safe out there, and always remember your training.
Thank you, Captain. All right, I think we have to talk to the Griffin, go to the harbor. Once that's done, we can hearth back here and pick a different expansion to level through. I first started playing during Miss of Pandaria, and I would like to explore that storyline for the first time. So, hey there, Monk. Need a lift?
How are you?
Sure.
See you around.
In the meantime, let's set up the dragon turtles. Which one looks... I really like the red one. Go with the black dragon turtle. Hello, Jaina.
A long road lies before us.
Ready to set sail. All the way to Kultiras and then Hearthstone all the way back. Normally these would be silent loading screens. I'm happy about the music. I know we're not interested in doing BFA, but cutscenes for it were amazing.
Ahoy, this child be mine. The Admiral's will, his whole entire world, for as long as stars do shine.
Promise you'll come back?
I'll weather every storm if I know you are waiting for me.
Time to go, Jaina. I love you, Papa.
Come topside, sweetheart.
Your loving mother will never forgive you, murderer.
Lady Jaina, we've arrived.
Thank you, Captain. We cannot let the world...
Home again after all this time. Alright.
I know.
Now that we're here, we're going to Hearthstone all the way back. Let's go into WoW Pro. No, I don't want to do that. Guideless. I want Mists of Pandaria. Go. It's Hearth back.
This is no time to wander off.
Okay. Let's go to Chromie. First, let's go to the auction house. Pick up our stuff. Our money, say. As well as some goblin gliders from the auction house. Should be in the right area. Yes, I am. Oh, I have to actually crack. Quick. Find the mail. Right. This way. No. Zoom in. Yeah. Pick up our money. And I did give myself some goblin gliders. Oh, I hit return by accident. That's fine. I'll just send it back. But I think this is a good time for me to stop once I talk to Chromie. Let's see if we at least have enough money to get our transmog.
Punches, lucky doos and loot.
Did I ever?
Farewell, friend of the Grummels.
Lovely.
Come, shop, browse.
Make a new outfit. So no cloak for now, just what everything looks like. Go, and let's turn the weapon into fists. As far as the hat's concerned, we can go with no hat, or go with the monk hat, or the hood. Let's see what we can cloak. That one fits. I think we'll do that for now. Once I have some more money, I will buy a Pandaran tabard. In fact, I'll probably do that now. There's the Stormwind Embassy is here. Pandaran should be somewhere around there. Romy's this way. Go down a waypoint. Ooh, where did that waypoint show up? I don't actually know where it is. I don't see it. That is waypointing. Arrow. Behind this? Oh, I'll have to fix that later. That's fine. Control click will at least allow me to yeah. I think right now what I'm going to do is start the Mists of Pandaria expansion by going to Chromie, who is a bronze time dragon disguised as a gnome because World of Warcraft. She can send you back to any previous expansion and you can level up through that. Or you can level up through the vanilla story, or the canon right now is that you level up, you go through Exile's Reach, then you go through the Battle for Azeroth storyline, which is the previous expansion, and then get to the Shadowlands story. So it's all in order, starting from right before BFA. But Romy, the Time Dragon, can send you to a different expansion to level from 10 to 50. And then you start Shadowlands at 50, 60. I have never finished Mists of Pandaria storyline. I started playing, but I never got to the end game, and that was when you would do the story. So I want my Hearthstone to be an old town of the Dwarven District. I don't use the auction. I'm not going to use the auction hall that much while level. That's fine. I'll set it for. I'll keep it for Old Town. But I want to talk to Chromie, and I also. Yeah, there's the Pandaran Embassy. I want to buy, if I can afford it, the Pandaran Tabard, so I can get reputation with them. As I like stuff. Also, I have more dragon turtles. It's a shame that the dragon turtles aren't considered a swimming mount. Actually, while I'm talking, let's. Where are you? Subdued seahorse. I can actually have an underwater mount for the times where I need to use them. Reigns of the Great Black Dragon. I don't. Ooh, these are much better. And I've never bought them. I need to come back at level 17. The riding trainer here. And here's the quartermaster. Can I buy a tabard? Bless up. Love it.
May the mists protect you.
Love it. I now have the Pandaran tabard on. Yeah. Look, it's a panda, but it's like the Stormwind Lion, but it's a panda. The turtle is great. The turtle is the racial Pandaran mount. What next? Let's go to Chromie. Set it to be the Mists of Pandaria storyline or timeline. And then, rather than starting it, I'm gonna park my character near the auction hall. And off stream, I'll send my character the money and buy some bags. So that we have extra space, because right now we don't have that many slots. We have this plus 41 free slots. We can have up to like over 200 inventory spaces. And the bags do not cost that much compared to how much I've made. Select the timeline. We're going to Wilds of Pandaria. For 10,000 years, Pandaria and its people have remained hidden in the mists. As the Alliance and Horde wage war upon its shores, they awaken an ancient evil that once terrorized the land. Set out on adventure as you explore the wonders and the dangers of Pandaria. Love it.
Whatever you do, do not get between
The puns. The puns. His alignment, he is neutral good. He it's interesting. Pandaren do abide by their own code of honor, but they're a pretty laid back society in general. So they find themselves neutral when it comes to law versus chaos. But he is good. He is a how can I put his only want in life is to live a good one, is to be happy and to spread peace. Whether that comes through his fighting skills or through his ability to cook incredible meals or just his incredibly laid back attitude, Zhao is someone who covets peace over all things. Peace and harmony and balance. And so he is neutral good. He's not totally lawful, only in that if the law of the land is a tyrannical one, he'll break it in order to foster peace. But he will not go out of his way to... He will try his best not to cause any suffering for people. His backstory is very, very simple. He comes from the island of Shenzhen-su, which is a floating, flying Pandaren... not Pandaren. It's a Pandaren paradise, but it's a giant flying or swimming turtle. And that's the island of Shenzhen-su. Simple farmer, simple man, and a practitioner of Tushui martial arts, which is why he joined Stormwind, because they allied with Stormwind. I'm gonna park my character in the auction hall here. Actually, I'll park him next to a mailbox. But yeah, he comes from the island of Shenzhen-su, simple farmer and a monk practitioner. And when disturbances were found on Shenzhen-su, the elements throwing out of whack, the Horde and the Alliance landing on Shenzhen-su and on Pandaria for the first time, he took the call to action to step up and defend the island, learn about the Alliance and the Horde, and eventually ally himself with the Alliance and the Tushui monks of the Pandaren, as opposed to the Horde and the Huojin monks. No family other than parents. Unmarried, no children, nothing like that. He does have his parents back home, no names, just, lives on his farm. They would be rather elderly, however, at this point, as Zhao is a little on the older side. But he values the concept of family and peace and honor. Typical Pandaren, honestly. After joining the Alliance, he gets sent on this expedition to Exile's Reach, and then the story is what you've seen so far. He is rising quickly in the ranks of the Alliance, and he is considered by his peers to be a paragon. He has both parents. The Pandaren are very peaceful. It's rare that they have a lot of conflict on their shores. The first true fight he's ever had, besides fighting off like small beasts and the Hosen monkeys that will sometimes attack, was that invasion of Shenzhen-su. That was the first real conflict he had fought, and he's in his 30s. And that was the first time he ever had a real fight to protect or defend himself or somebody else. So, very peaceful Shenzhen-su. Not so much now, although I do feel like after that initial alliance, the Horde and that initial invasion, the Horde and the Alliance kind of backed off and went to mainland Pandaria. So, as peaceful as it can be, the Pandaren are really big on please don't fight on our island, because of a story that we will explore as we level up and actually go to Pandaria itself. But for now, that is going to end the stream off. So, guys, I would like to thank you for coming on by. This was my first stream with a webcam. It certainly feels very different. but I'm excited for what's in store for the future. If you enjoyed, please, whatever platform you're on, whether you're on Facebook, YouTube, or on Twitch,